Hey, what's going on, Paisanos? V here, coming at you guys, well, with another market watch today. Comment question of the day, right off the back: what is your favorite card, meta-relevant card, that you're looking at, that you're holding, that you have a place set aside in your binder that nobody's really looking at right now? I think it's important to always look at a bunch of cards and put some cards aside, maybe have a utility deck box, or throw it in your binder, have that binder that nobody looks at but you use, or maybe have an extra deck box that you go into when you want to look at great cards. And I'm telling you right now, it's always important to have those cards. It's always important to keep remembering those cards. It's very important because a lot of people kind of forget about cards like Artifact Sanctum over here. I think that's a very good card that we kind of forgot about. Probably one of the best side deck cards in the game right now. Almost nobody's talking about it. Really good card. But before I begin, guys, I just want to say, please make sure to hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and comment down below, and answer the comment question of the day, and hit the notification bell to be notified when I do these videos, as well as I have my live streams. Paisanos, I gotta tell you, there's a lot going on in the market. It keeps moving. You go to sleep, it's moving. You go outside, get a little fresh air, moving. You go stay inside and you play some video games, the market is constantly moving. Cards are being bought, cards are being listed, and lowering the price of the card. It's all over the place. It's a real huge system in place here, and I gotta say, it's insane to see daily the movement in the market, but not shocking, especially with every Yu-Gi-Oh player being home, getting ready to go back to locals. Now, one of the cards that, like I said, I mentioned is Artifact Sanctum. I think this card is highly forgotten by a majority of the player base. They're opting not to play as much, well, with Animancipators being one of the dominant decks, but at the same time, I still think this card's still good. In fact, we have Trap Trick, in case anyone forgot, reprinted, and the card's still at 3. Artifact Sanctum out of Battles of Legends Secret Rare, Battles of Legends Secret Rare with a $14 market price. It's currently roughly around 14 bucks. It's stable. Almost say $15 still though, but it's a relatively stable price point for the card. Hey, if you want to get the original print out of Primal Origins, that's also around $15. Not changing much over here. And if you somehow want the 2015 Megaton version, that's going to cost you a little more. It's actually roughly around $17 to $18. So, I personally, my favorite one out of all these, and the one I currently own, is the Secret Rare Artifact Sanctum. It's the highest rarity. It looks really nice, and to be honest with you, it's not that much money. Next, guys, we have Terraforming Ultimate Rare out of OTS 1 Pack 5. $55 market price. Of course, it's not that. It's almost bought out, by the way. You have one listed at $70. In fact, they're all roughly around $70 for the card. And there's only 7 listings currently on TCG Player of this card. It's a one-up, but it's a one-up you need. We also have up next Predator Plant. Try hard over here with a $9 market price. The price point is almost near $10 for this card. When this card first debuted, it was roughly around $6. And I think Yu-Gi-Oh players are starting to look into this card because it's a really good card no matter what. I feel like as long as we have Super Poly in this game at 3, this card's always going to be in the back of your mind. And you definitely need this card, especially a card that came out of Legendary Duelist and Mortal Destiny. More importantly, Legendary Duelist set, one of, it's a card you're going to want to go ahead and grab as soon as possible if you can, if you don't have it already. We also have Blacklisted Soldier, Super Soldier. I don't know why. I have zero idea. The market price is roughly around $20 for this Ultimate Rare out of Dimension of Chaos, but it's only one current listings at around $100 for this card. 100 bucks. Up next, guys, we have Blue Eye Spirit Dragon. Blue Eyes, you know what? I gotta say, I was knocking them a couple of days ago, and I think I'm Team Blue Eyes because Blue Eye Spirit Dragon out of Shining Victory's original print with a $14 market price is $25. Now, of course, there's other printings of the card. You can get the 2016 Megaton version. It's ultra rare. It's roughly around $8 near its market price, but it's still relatively high for this card. You also have Blue Eyes Twin Burst Dragon out of Shining Victory's original print with a $5 market price. It's roughly around $5, but then it quickly goes, especially if you want a first edition version, a lot more. In fact, you're looking at it, once again, there's a bunch of unlimiteds, roughly around $7, $8 with shipping. You get a first edition near mint version of the card, it's $51. Now, once again, this is the original print. If you want the other printings of the card, which there are other printings in the 2017 Mega Pack, Secret Rare as well, by the way, that's going to run you roughly around $5, so it's not as much. There's also the Ultra Rare version of the card, which came out of Legendary Collection Kaiba. That version is roughly around $5 as well. So, you got other versions of Blue Eyes. I opt to go for the Secret Rare, so if you get the first edition original, cool. If not, hey, you got the 2017 Mega Pack version, Secret Rare, which is still relatively good. Solid Shifu is another card I think a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh players are slowly starting to forget, especially Yu-Gi-Oh players listing the card on the market. Solid Shifu is coming out of Chaos Impact, knowing, let me just throw it out there, This is not a reprintable Megatin card. It's not going to get a reprint. So whatever's out there is out there. The current price point of this card is roughly around $33. And the actual price of the card is at $32. $30 if you want unlimited. Listen, I think everyone should own this card. I think everyone should be looking at this card. This card is going to be high value. I currently own 2 of these. I really do need to get a 3rd one, but I do think that this is a great card. I think you guys need to at least keep an eye on overall over anything else. Whenever a set comes out that shows any promise of dragons, this card is pretty good at it. We also have Savage Strike. Now, this is going to get reprinted in Megatins, but I just wanted to go over it because I haven't went over it in a while. Looking at Pot of Extravagance in Savage Strike, the current price point is roughly around $89, almost near $90, with an $86 market price. You can go ahead and grab this if you want now, or you can just wait until next month when that Toon set comes out and Pot of Extravagance gets a reprint, and the value goes down, which I recommend you do. Don't go in on it now. That's what I'm doing. I'm just waiting. I'm waiting for the reprint to come out, and then we'll see what happens. Is the reprint going to be a collector's rare, which would be insane, because the secret value would be roughly stable. The collector's rare version of the card might be insanely high in value. That could be a possibility. Or will it be just an ultra rare reprint of Pot of Extravagance, which would absolutely lower the price point, maybe even temporarily, of Pot of Extravagance at a Savage Strike. I still think this card's going to get a Megatin reprint. We also have Bolo Savage Dragon, which is currently $80 in the market, higher than $77 market price. This card is the be-all, end-all, best card in Master 05, hands down. It's going to get a reprint in Megatin, so you do what you want to do with that. We also have Phantasma, original printings of the card, showing to have a $33 market price. Neiman First Editions and Unlimited, all over the place, is roughly around $30. This is still a phenomenal card. And this is the original print secret rare. Yes, I got an ultra rare reprint, but if you want the high rarity, there it is right there. Then we got World Legacy Guard Dragon. This card's still money because, once again, good dragon card. World Legacy Guard Dragon at a Savage Strike with a $16 price point is roughly around $16, almost near $17. Now, once again, these are all possible cards to get reprinted in the Megatins. There's a chance to get reprinted at the same rarity, which would kill the value of Phantasma and Extravagance, and Borderlands Savage Dragon definitely as well. But just keep that in mind whenever you are looking to buy cards from the set. There's a good chance they're going to get reprinted. The thing is you want to look into is what is not going to get reprinted out of the sets listed in the Megatins, and we'll go over that in this channel. We also have Mech Knight Blue Sky, an Extreme Force with a $7 market price. It's roughly around $9. That's crazy, but not as crazy as Mech Knight Purple Nightfall with a $15 market price. This card's currently roughly around $18. Lowest listing is Unlimited, roughly around $16. And after that, it quickly goes back up to $18 as well. Mech Knight's looking good with Gearsu. I think Yu-Gi-Oh! Players looked at Gearsu and they were like, yeah, good for Orcus. Mech Knight players are like, yeah, Orcus. That's why we're excited about the card. I think Mech Knights are excited because they're going to get another great card for their deck, and maybe they can start being their own deck and start doing their own plays, their own combos. Little fun fact to note, Mech Knight and the Morningstar was not reprinted in the Megatins. I'm expecting this card to hit some dumb numbers. Now, it came out of Cybernetic Horizon, so maybe, we'll see, it's been a while, maybe we'll see a reprint of the card eventually, but yeah, this card's going to get a Megatin reprint, $8 market price. With shipping, it's $8. You want to name it first edition, you're looking to pay almost near $9 for the card. So I think, once again, this is the money card for Mech Knights. Yes, Purple Nightfall and Blue Sky are definitely money cards, but Morningstar is the big unknown card. I think this is a huge card that if you are looking like Mech Knights, go grab this first because this is going to go up in value, hands down. Then we have El Shadow Shakanaga, Ultimate Rare, at a new challenge, $21 market price. The price would actually is about 15, almost about 15 for Unlimited. I mean, first edition versions are at 16, but the card overall is relatively low. That's because every Shadow variant doesn't use Shakanaga. But I will say it's an Ultimate Rare at a new challenge. It's one of the last, I think it was one of the last sets, if not the last set, to feature core Ultimate Rares in them. And what we're seeing here, guys, is we're seeing a big prevalence in cards like Shakanaga that were once meta-relevant or hype meta-relevant and that are not, going down. And to be honest with you, I still think this is a good card. I still think this is a good buy. I don't own one, but I'm looking to pick one of these up, and I think if you're looking to play Shadows or if you're just a Shadow enthusiast, you're going to want to have Ultimate Rare El Shadow Shakanaga. Yeah, it did come Secret Rare, sure, and it has a bunch of other printings, but we all know Ultimate Rare is where the buck ends, unless you have, like, the Starlight Rares. But Ultimate Rare El Shadow Shakanaga is really a good buy. I think it's a real safe buy. I think if the price is going down, it's the best time to go in and grab this card, because nobody's really looking at it. Well, until we have a couple of thousand of our fellow Paisanos watch this video. Maybe that might change. But overall, I still think this is a great card. So, Prophecy, Spellbooks, come on. Here's what I'm thinking. Let me put you in my mind so we can just have a little conversation, okay? I'm thinking if Konami says, okay, let's have fun and release Spellbook of Judgment to even 1, because they're not going to put it at 3, to 1. The hype of anything Spellbooks, Prophecy, is going to go through the roof. It's going to be insane. And cards like High Priestess of Prophecy at a Return of the Duelist, Original Print, Secret Rare with a $15 market price, Unlimited around 13. If you want a first version of this card, well, you know, let's go scoop it around. It's roughly around 16 bucks for that one, then it goes to 18. This is a relatively low-priced card, and there's other cards in the Spellbook engine, like Ultimate Rare Spellbook of Secrets, which are insanely high in value. Spellbook of Prophecy really is not. It did get a couple of reprints, but not at Secret Rare, at Ultra Rare. So you got the Battle Pack 2 War of the Giant under $1, you got Dual Power under $1, but if you're looking for the highest rarity, High Priest of Prophecy, Secret Rare, once again, at a Return of the Duelist, this is a good card to pick up. Once again, I think Spellbook of Secrets is also a great card, but if you want an Ultimate Rare version of this card, it's going to cost you an arm and a leg. I mean, hey, it's worth it. Ultimate Max Rare Spellbooks are gorgeous. Spellbook of Secrets Ultimate Rare at a Return of the Duelist with a $36 market price is definitely not that. It's $41 for Unlimited, and oh my god, I don't even know what first edition is, but it's going to be something bonkers, right? Oh, okay. $54 to $58. After that, the listing goes up to 63. So, relatively high in value, but not crazy high in value for Spellbook of Secrets. But overall, still a really good card. And I do think Spellbooks are going to either A, get support, or B, Konami's going to go, Spellbook of Judgment, put that bad boy back to 1. It's not going to really do much. Your players might get crazy, might get hyped, go V, you're wrong, or whatever. But ultimately, one Spellbook of Judgment would not really promote Spellbooks to do anything other than go, we got something, boys. Let's go to casual tables. But the value of the Spellbook cards alone will increase insanely high in value. And it's a good possibility. Tron Tribulation is another card at a Galactic Overlord. Solo print, Secret Rare, $1.86 market price. Name and first edition is roughly around $2-3 with shipping. Not that much money. Once again, solo print. And this card's always just going to be hovering. Konami hasn't made a reprint of this card, so it's still one of those cards that you always got to go, is this going to be good today? Is it going to be good tomorrow? The hype alone recently, not too long ago, had this card roughly around, I believe it was like $8 to $10 before the hype died back down. But think about it this way. You bought the card for $3, you sell it for $10. On what planet is that a bad move? I think Tron Tribulation is a really good card. I personally own a playset of them, and I'm waiting to people go crazy again. I'm going to sell them like I did last time. I did an R9, and last time I did R9, and I'm going to get rid of like 6 of them. But I'm telling you right now, it's one of those cards that are solo print, Secret Rare. Konami has no reprints of this card. It's just a good card to have, and I realistically think you should get on top of this card. Real Stab Tuning, Ultimate Rare at a Starstrike Blast. As a rarity whore, rarity pimp, you know, I pimp it. I really want this card, badly. With that said, Tuning Ultimate Rare at a Starstrike Blast with a $62 market price, that's roughly around $95. Yeah, I don't want it that badly. I don't want it $300 for 3 of these cards badly. But I do want it. And I think, you know, if you're looking to play any kind of deck that uses tuning, Ultimate Rare Tuning is a beautiful, gorgeous card. It's a phenomenal card. And once again, first edition version of the card, which there's a bunch listed over here, at almost near $100 a pop. Yeah, it's, you know, I don't know. I want it, but do you want it? It's one of those cards that's like, I kind of want it. I'm going to play with the commons. Okay, I'm going to start the low rarity. Then when we go to meta Yu-Gi-Oh! I might run in and pay that $100 for it. Sure, why not? Once again, the rarity illness. Next, guys, we have Chaos Strike and Levianeer, Ultimate Rare at an OTS 1 Pack 12. $42 market price. No, wrong. The card's almost near $48 to $50. In fact, after the card passes around this threshold over here, it hits around $65 to $70 and quickly goes up to $80 again. That's the peak price when the card was when it first was announced and released on pre-order for Tishii Player of OTS 1 Pack 12. So, what's happening here? I actually don't know. But what I do know is, at one point this card was $37, and I kept making videos yelling at the top of my lungs, Chaos Dragon Levianeer, Ultimate Rare is a broken card. This card doesn't have a deck it fits in currently at the time, and I think this deck has insane amount of potential. It requires Light and Dark Monsters, which any deck that requires Twilight, anything, is just a big danger into the game. Very fast-paced, very aggro, and the recovery is pretty good. And I think Chaos Dragon Levianeer is a phenomenal card in that essence. I think this card's highly underrated by the market, by the players, and everyone that doesn't own this card. Listen, I know it recently got reprinted in Dual Devastator or Overload. I always forget. I always get those confused. Okay, Dual Overload, and it's roughly around $5 for the alternate art. Adorable. The card also has a secret printing and Soul Fusion with $11 price point. Unlimited's around $12. First is gonna run you $13. Once again, you're cute, sweetheart. But realistically, Chaos Dragon Levinia Ultimate Rare is the highest rarity, and this will have the craziest spikes, and it is showing it already. Once again, going from $36, $38 to where it is almost near $50, it's not a shocker to me. It's not a shocker to me that this card is going to go up even higher in the future. I'm very convinced this card is going to be a big money card. I don't care what anyone says. This card is going to be worth a lot. And out of OTS Tournament Pack 12, which is probably the best OTS Tournament Pack we're going to have, and just look at it now and enjoy it, because we're probably not going to have one this good in a long while. I mean, not for nothing. Book of Moon OTS Tournament Pack 13. Great. I can't wait to get a card to casually play with goats. No one's playing Meta Book of Moon. Calm down, Konami. We don't know what the rest of the cards are. I think some of them have been leaked, but whatever, dude. Like, this has easily been the best out of all the OTS tournament packs. No doubt in my mind. Every single card is good. Every single card is useful, ultimate rare wise. The super rares are also good and useful. It's absolutely nuts. Look at this first page. Point to me one card that's not really seeing much play. Tennis Spirit at Hara. That card's still really good. The problem being token was token needed. Crusader Linus was a rare upgrade for anyone playing Crusader variants, which is really good. If Nibiru didn't exist, they would be tier 1. But nevertheless, this is still a phenomenal page. And once again, I ask you, what OTS can beat OTS 1 Pack 12? And look at Solemn Judgment, is currently still roughly around $83. Twin Twisters is actually $58, but still insanely good and needed card. And then Chaos Dragon Levinia, which was the lowest priced card, is moving up higher in the market. This is the card. This is not done on accident. This is not a oopsie, we made one bad ultimate rare. Unlike the other ultimate rares, which we could definitely have a good conversation about how there are some terrible ultimate rares. This is an insanely good ultimate rare set. And if you don't own or try to go ahead and grab as many of these as humanly possible, you're just doing it wrong. As far as the ultimate rare, super rares are relatively easy to get, but even still, Time Thief for Doer is roughly around $2. Symbol Skeleton's about $2. Salmon Great's $2. I mean, everything roughly is $2, which is still not bad, but comparatively speaking to other OTS sets. But Chaos Dragon Levinia, once again, I keep throwing out your way, is the biggest champion that you're not looking at right now. Focus on this card. This card is gonna eventually go on the ban list. It's that good. Can we agree? I mean, it's a broken card that just needs to fit into a deck, and it kind of is already. And look at the price; it will show eventually. Then we have Eternity Code. So the prices of Eternity Code are starting to go down. They're on pre-order, and the release, I believe, is June 5th or 6th here in the States. So, obviously, the pre-order prices are not matching up to the current value of the market. That's because sellers that are pre-orders are fighting amongst each other to get your money so you can get these cards early and try to get the lowest price. I always say with pre-orders, it's just to wait. There's a lot of hype, a lot of crazy movement in pre-orders. I'm telling you right now, Starlight Effect Failure, $580? Really? Is it going to be that much money? No, I don't think so. Aria the War Charmer, $388, higher than $300 market. I mean, all these cards are going to be insanely lower than what they currently are. I think cards like Link Cross might not change, because this is going to be basically the IP Masquerena of this set, meaning that could be used in a variety of decks easily. But a majority of these cards will change, and majority of them will go down in value. I still think some of the water cards, the dinosaur card, is still going to go down in value. The minute we get a good meta in which these cards are going to be seen playing and being used in, then we're going to see these cards go up in value. Specifically the cards that see the best amount of play, that can both dodge the ban list and still fight against the meta. That's the whole, like, equation of these cards. Of course, short printing counts. Konami didn't short print this set, right? They said this is where the short printing stops, right? Come on, Konami. Please. Anyway, guys, I'm going to read some of your comments. I love reading your comments, guys. They're so fun. And like I said, if you guys can comment down below in this video, I'd greatly appreciate it. I always read it, and it always entertains me, the conversations you guys have. It's awesome. So, Michael says, I find myself not enjoying the fact that every game is go first or play 15 hand traps. The game is don't let your opponent play or you lose. Are you people really enjoying this? Yes, Michael. Not only are we really enjoying this, we are absolutely loving every second of it. The idea that we have hand traps in this game that can stop your opponent from just creating a derpy board is amazing. The idea that the opponent is playing and trying to create that board, but is worried because if you drop a hand trap at the right time, you can blow him up, is awesome. It's fun. It's chess, but we bring our own chess pieces. I always say it, That's what it is. We're playing a game of chess in every single game of Yu-Gi-Oh! And we could always bring our own chess pieces, and between best 2 out of 3, I could change some of my chess pieces, just like you have the opportunity to change some of yours. I love every single second of it. I love the mentality of it. I used to be a big-time chess player. This threw me out of chess card game and threw me into here because there was more diversity of the mindset in this game. I'm telling you right now, you get the best chess player in the world, they can hold water to a top contending competitive Yu-Gi-Oh! Player every single time. Casuals will smoke them in Yu-Gi-Oh! Chess, probably a whole nother thing. So let's go with some other questions. Kind of got a Cyber Dragon deck. Just haven't updated for the format. Shrugs. I love Gladiator Beast. Playing Dueling Nexus. I'm not playing Dueling Nexus. V's mentality doesn't own a card, but wants to get it. The cards are overpriced, V. Once it gets a card, get your card now. It's very undervalued, very biased. No, not really. I mean, I kind of want Ultimate Rare tuning. I don't have this card, but you have to admit, whether you have the card or don't have the card, it's a phenomenal card. It's a really good card, and I really want this card. But no, I don't have this card, but it's a good card. And for the crazy high price that's been bought out at, I totally get it. It makes sense. But yeah, no, I don't agree with that 100%. I mean, I'm looking at other cards like Maxi, which I just recently bought one of, and I've always been saying Ultimate Rare is the best way to buy it. So, I mean, that's your opinion. It's just the wrong one. Can't wait to go back to locals and regionals so I can dodge those swamp asses like I've been dodging COVID. I've got everything ready for Eldritch Control except Eldritch. Oh, that major thing. I need to wait until events are coming back to spend those $300 on a playset. It'll hurt. Hoping it goes down for real. Yeah, it's not. I'm going to be 100% honest with you. Not only is it not going to go down, there's a chance it actually might go up. You're hoping that the ban list pushes your deck to the side and you have a cheaper alternative version of the deck. That's probably your best hope for Eldritch. Other than that, you're looking to pay by at least $150 each for the Eldritch monster, the way I see it. Moki Moki Smackdown, locked and loaded. Wait, okay, this is a big one. If one of the more valuable Starlight Rares, Appaloosa IP, were to get hit in the ban list, how much would that impact the value of those cards? It would, but very short term, and when I mean impacted value, I mean they would stabilize. They wouldn't keep spiking higher and higher and higher as we're seeing it. They wouldn't, that crazy jump that we're seeing with these cards, that would more than likely stop. But they would still maintain a good amount of value. Just like we're seeing with cards like Maxi. The value when a card was hit in the ban list went as low as $50. I know because I sold one. Then looking at it now, the value has spiked insanely high, and maybe because the potential of coming in the ban list, sure, but ultimately the potential and the hype of it coming off the ban list will increase the price higher than the card if it was to be released off the ban list. Meaning that a Maxi Ultimate Rare came off the ban list today, more than likely the price point would go crazy high right now, but after a couple of months would eventually stabilize. And we see this with other cards, with like Solemn Judgment, Super Polymerization, and all the other cards that were insanely high, insanely feared, came off the ban list, spiked high in value. Imperial Order is another great one, but stabilized eventually. And that's why we would ultimately see with a lot of these cards. Being Starlight Rare makes them highly collectible, but when you compare them to the prices of the rest of the Starlight Rares, they are worth several times as much as other Starlights and see consistent meta play. Would a banner limit on either of those two drop their prices down to something reasonable, sub 1,000 for Appaloosa, for example, or would collectability and banless hype keep the prices far above the rest of the Starlight Rare? So I think you kind of answered it. I do think the price point of the spikes would stop immediately. There might be a little bit here and there, but ultimately it would stop. Everyone still wants the prismatics no matter what. They don't care where they are. I mean, look at Stardust Dragon, Ghost Rare. It's banned, but nobody cares. Like, absolutely nobody cares. They want a first original Stardust Dragon. I'm not sorry, it's not banned. I'm sorry. I apologize. It's not banned. I'm going to comment, someone's going to try to type. No, V, it's not banned. Anyway, it's not banned. This is not seeing meta play. And what is happening is people are still not caring about the card as much. But they want the card, first edition Ghost Rare, that's holding a high value. And we'll see that with Appaloosa and IP Masquerade. Immediately, you might see the price stabilize and maybe even drop a little bit. Ultimately, it will not, be low for long. I think it'll drop a little bit, slowly go down, stabilize, and that's your point to buy, mind you, and then start moving up in value. That's what would realistically happen. At one point, Star Strike and Ghost Rare first edition was $75. That was it, $75. That was the stabilization price point. Look at the rest of your guys' comments. I picked up a Necros deck core, Secret Rare, first edition back when Bionicle was $30. Now I'm ready to sell. Yeah, I mean, Necros is in a weird position where it's not seeing any play, but it's a really fun and really great and really broken casual deck. Could it see meta relevance one day? Possibly. Depends on what Konami does as far as releasing cards, but it's still a really good deck. And you can buy a cheaper version, which I do like about Necros. Now, I like that you can buy Necros at a cheaper version than just, you know, going in and buying a max rarity and being forced to do that. So I like the duality of the of the deck's price point. But there is a significant duality in the deck's price point. I mean, Secret Embryonics and Trishulus is still relatively high in comparison to the ultra rare counterparts. So there's a bit of a difference on those. Anyways, I really appreciate you guys watching my videos. Please comment down below. Even if I disagree with your comment, like this guy over here, comment down below. I love reading your comments and having that conversation. And also, guys, make sure to answer the comment question of the day. It's very important. Go back to the beginning of the video if you missed it. And let me know what you think about these cards down below. It's your boy V, and you paisanos have a great day.